Salut YouTube, j'espère que vous allez bien. Nous sommes avec la commu sur Twitch actuellement et nous allons bientôt pouvoir regarder le fameux live Xbox Spotlight, donc le nouveau partenaire de Zenless Zone Zero. Ça commence dans 50 secondes, donc on a hâte. J'espère que vous aussi. Je vais augmenter le son. Attention à vos petites oreilles. Let's go Infinity. Let's go, let's go. Alors, hâte de savoir de quoi il s'agit. Et normalement, il y aura un petit bangbou à voir, mais je sais pas du tout comment on va l'obtenir ou quoi que ce soit. Donc, c'est parti. Infinity. Il faut que je mette le chat, t'as raison. Faut que je mette le chat sur l'écran. Ok, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, not set, please.
Hi everyone, I'm DJ, the producer of Zenless Zone Zero. I'm excited to announce that along with version 2.0, Zenless Zone Zero will be launching on Xbox platform this June as an urban fantasy action RPG with a unique style. Not only can players immerse themselves in the everyday city life of post-disaster New Era,
et je vous conseille tous, si vous avez une Xbox, de jouer à ce jeu, il est insane.
Zenless Zone Zero Inception, we have been working to promote the appeal of action games to a wider audience. Early in development, we noticed that many action games share a common trait, which is their high difficulty and steep learning curve. And this could be a barrier keeping potential players from trying action games. Therefore, our team thinks we should provide a simpler way for more players to experience exciting battles while raising the limit of combat gameplay. We also hope to bring a fresh action gaming experience to Xbox players. Zenless Zone Zero combines modern urban elements with racial aesthetics.
Trop stylé.
To provide a more engaging
c'est trop stylé de voir derrière les bureaux comment c'est conçu, c'est trop stylé.
To some extent. In the urban design of the game, we incorporate many elements that evoke memories of the city life. We including familiar sights that brought us joy while we are growing up, such as arcades, video stores, and city shops. Therefore, even though Zenless Zone Zero is a fictional world, players can still find a sense of nostalgia within it. Since the open beta launch, we've been actively gathering and analyzing player feedback, refining our gameplay mechanics, while staying true to our vision and principle, to reach new heights with each version.
La musique là derrière,
and
trop
all
bien.
of this, including the brand new Season 2 content, will be coming to Xbox Series platform this June. Let's jump in.
Let's go. Insane. C'est trop bien cette musique. Oh, je vais tellement me faire strike. Oh mince. Elle est tellement bien cette musique. Genre ils ont démarré avec ça le premier live de Zenless. Ils nous ont mis sur le cul direct.
Hello, I'm Y from the Zenless Zone Zero dev team. For a long time, humanity has been fighting against the natural disaster known as the Hollow. They
Oh, la carte qui
appear
sera comme
out
ça.
of the blue, expanding and swelling everything called within them. The hollows house not only a maze-like structure, but also dangerous monsters known as éther.
C'est bien de se remettre en tête un petit peu l'histoire de Zenless et les créatures.
The development of new Erudu for the birth of new technology to utilize resources from the hollows, gradually transforming it into the miracle city of today. People from all walks of life gather in new Erudu, looking to challenge the hollows to fulfill their own goals. And our role in this story is that of the closest collaborators of these hollow explorers, the ones who can safely guide them in navigating the hollows, otherwise known as proxies. Rather than having players directly save the world, we want to
Et
focus
nous on
on the
connaît,
routine
nous on
city
connaît
life
la team.
and the story
Comment on
of
va
the
sauver le monde.
ordinary citizen caught up in a post-apocalyptic world. In this
C'est un
world,
gros partenaire quand même qu'ils ont au Zenless, hein. C'est pas n'importe qui, hein.
We hope to explore the value of the common citizen from their various stories, invoking a cozy and down-to-earth vibe. The areas we encounter throughout this journey each have their unique charm. For example, the atmosphere of 6th Street feels extremely homey and friendly, focusing on its residents' close-knit relationships. Here, we can enjoy a cup of coffee, spend some time with different agents, play video games, or just enjoy a lazy afternoon. On the other hand, the people of the barren outring are more unrestrained, staying true to their unique way of life. A great example of that would be the Sons of Caledon.
Voilà, jeter un ticket.
Through the outer ring on their motorcycles and big rigs. Season 2 of our story will take place in Wi-Fi Peninsula, a region that's in stark contrast to the desolate outer ring. The people here live simple yet hardworking lives,
Ça c'est après.
contributing to its laid-back atmosphere. Though fairly
Ça
ordinary,
c'était une image de la 2.0
Wi-Fi
ça.
Peninsula is rich in natural resources, which has attracted the attention of many factions, lurking and plotting behind the seemingly peaceful facade. In the new chapter, urban life and hollow exploration will be more closely intertwined, leading to a more tightly woven narrative. Our protagonists will not only have to face the hollow disaster, but also get caught up in the conflict between various factions, allowing players to face a variety of situations, one challenge after another. In terms of character design, Zenless Zone Zero features all sorts of characters living in harmony in this fantastical world. As such, we conceptualized a few different races to make our characters more unique and vibrant. We'll also often try to come up with fresh and impactful character designs that players have never seen before, such as Ellen and Lycan from Victoria Housekeeping. By incorporating familiar elements such as sharks and wolves in our siren designs, we can make our characters more distinctive and establish their faction visual synergy through their costume design. This ensures that the aesthetics of our characters remain easily identifiable without being disorganized.
C'est souvent lui qui présente en plus les lives.
Where they can be recognized even by their silhouettes. These distinct character designs are only a part of Zenless Zone Zero's unique style. Truth be told, as an avid action game player and fan, I'm not opposed to action games that have a steeper learning curve and complicated execution. But in my opinion, fun doesn't hinge on complexity. A simple design can also stand out just as much.
Oui, il présente aux nouveaux joueurs en fait et tout, comment ça se passe, qu'est-ce que c'est et tout. Moi je veux savoir si on a des cadeaux. Je veux savoir si on a des cadeaux. Je veux les cadeaux.
Giving rise to the combat system that you see today. In terms of offense, we've incorporated the chain attack system. While attacking enemies, agents will also inflict daze, which will cause them to be stunned once the amount of daze reaches a threshold, making them more vulnerable. In this state, players can unleash chain attacks to coordinate with the various agents in their squad, dishing out flashy combos When it comes to defense, we've also designed a perfect assist mechanic, which can be understood as a parry. Upon seeing a yellow flash, players can instantly switch to another agent.
Je veux la moula.
triggering
Non,
their
je veux
perfect
le
assist
bangbou.
and following up with an attack. This elevates the visuals and the satisfaction of both offense and defense. After all, we feel that rather than just focusing on a single character, wouldn't it be better to allow other characters and skills to share the spotlight too? Following that, we'll slowly polish the details down to each frame, ensuring a punchy, impactful feel in every hit. And
Il passe super bien pour console, bien sûr. Ouais.
combat experience.
Je pense qu'ils vont être super bien sur Xbox. Hein.
Experience can be measured in frames. And it is precisely the balance of combat mechanics, visual and audio experience as a result of the gameplay mechanics
Ça,
and
j'adore.
performance that gives Zenless Zone Zero
Le
its
behind the
competitive
scene là
edge.
comme ça.
In most situations, our players
Oh là là.
experience this even without overcomplicated controls. However,
Comment ça a
this
été écrit
does
sur
not
un
mean
écran
that
et
our
tout.
gameplay lacks challenge, but rather we've designed the initial learning curve to be gentler. As players slowly get used to the controls and the gameplay mechanics, more play styles will be available to provide a multitude of combat experiences. For example, players can challenge stages in the simulator battle
Oh, c'est vrai, je l'ai oublié ce truc.
themselves against strong enemies to
Vous
advance
faites la tour?
higher levels.
Vous la faites régulièrement la
In
tour ou
this
pas?
game mode, not only
Oublie-moi à
are
chaque fois.
bosses much tougher, the SFX will also reduce the assistance
J'oublie tout le temps de la
provided,
faire.
such as the previously mentioned yellow flash indicator to provide a greater challenge for players. We have also introduced new boss mechanics for these stages. For example, two of the earliest bosses encountered, the Dead End Butcher and Twin Dancers, will be equipped with more aggressive mechanics in this challenge.
Ah, ça c'est les assauts, ça. Ça c'est les assauts.
Players manage to overcome these mechanics, they will be rewarded in kind for granting them
On
the
veut les
window
cadeaux.
to deal damage and rack up higher scores. In extreme cases, players might even need to make a good use of the invulnerability
Parfois, oui.
provided by dodging along with the synergistic mechanics.
Je te mets sur le tableau de Viviane, Infinity. Hein.
More to be able to
Dès ce
clear
soir,
the
hein.
stage. Of course, the prerequisite for this is that players will need to have an in-depth understanding of the various character mechanics. Investing
Les
time
danseuses,
and
ah,
effort
elles sont tellement
to
faciles maintenant,
practice
Alexis.
is undoubtedly the most important factor
Plus on avance dans le jeu,
in improving a
plus j'ai
player's
l'impression que
combat skills. Players
nos
can
persos sont
also
insane.
make use of the
Et du
free
coup,
training mode to try out the combat effectiveness of different agents combinations, reinforcing their own understanding of team building. Upon gaining a deeper understanding of their agent's skills and mechanics, player can also try strengthening different skill modules through our in-game roguelike gameplay, discovering new player styles on familiar agents. All in all,
Oh, ils ont montré le
the
cul de
combat
l'Aiter,
system of
c'est pour faire
Zenless Zone
vendre
Zero
ça.
strives to meet the player's expectation of how an action game
100%
should
c'est
be.
pour faire vendre.
Other than combat, immersing yourself in the bustling metropolitan city is another key component
Je suis en
of the
100%
game.
partout.
Of
Ah, même
course,
pour l'arme
the
en
extent of
plus.
such immersion is
Ah
highly dependent
ouais.
on how much the players are willing to believe in the story and the characters they see, down to the smallest detail.
Ils ont oublié de dire aussi que vous pouvez venir sur la chaîne de Meloka sur YouTube pour regarder des super guides. Si jamais vous avez la moindre question concernant un personnage ou comment jouer ou quel groupe mettre avec un personnage pour pouvoir le jouer plus aisément. Voilà, il y a des guides sur ma chaîne. Ils ont oublié de le dire, hein, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Hein.
C'est pas grave,
c'est pas grave, on leur en veut pas, on leur en veut pas.
Running all around the city,
De
having
Jane.
hot fun, buying flowers, or even watching a movie. Players can build up their
C'est marrant
relationships
parce qu'ils
with
expliquent plein de
agents
trucs, mais nous on sait,
through
on
understanding
sait.
the different aspects
On
of
sait de
them
quoi il s'agit.
and their lives. As the story progresses, players can also get to understand and appreciate
Le
the
rerun de
various
Rombassa.
factions and the things they get up to through in-game events.
Oh,
For
mince.
example, with an outer ring restaurant as a focal point, the Overlord Feasting event showcases the
Bah oui,
lives
bah on a
of
déjà
the
fait le
Outer
restaurant,
Ring
nous. Bah oui,
agents
bah oui.
and their interesting
C'est où les cadeaux?
encounters. Other than the agents themselves, designing a cityscape also requires a ton of
Oh,
detail
même les petits nuages
to
et
make
tout,
it
c'est fait comme
as
ça. Oh
realistic as
purée.
possible. Take the arcade on 6th Street, for example. Not only
On va regarder les
players
nuages.
play games on their own,
Prochain live
they can
ZZ, on va
also
regarder les
invite
nuages.
friends in co-op mode and experience the joys of arcade games like Snake Duel and the Bazaar Brigade with others. This feature has received positive feedback from many players. In the future, we'll continue to enrich
En vrai, les
arcade
jeux d'arcade, c'est giga bien
After all,
placé dans le
there's
jeu,
no
quoi.
better way to take it easy on the street
Giga
of
bien
new
placé.
Eridu than to slow down for a game at the arcade. The ability to provide players with an immersive city experience
C'est vrai, ça, je m'en
in
souviens,
Zenless
Infinity.
Zone Zero has always been an important benchmark of our team's effort. The theme, story, and the characters all work in tandem to contribute to the overall design and the style of the game.
Oui, Alexis.
While creating our characters, we hope that they can resonate with players emotionally, and that their appearance and interactions remain natural within this virtual
Ils vont offrir le perso le moins
world.
utilisé
With these
à la
details
commu,
in mind,
Astra.
the characters will naturally seem more believable and relatable. And
Oh
that
mince,
also
les balles
contributes
perdues.
significantly to the atmosphere
Bien sûr,
of
Alexis,
Zenless
bien sûr.
Zone Zero.
Bien sûr, bien sûr.
We have also made optimizations to the game in consideration
Ah,
of
GG
its
Alexis pour le
release
50-50
on
gagné.
Xbox platform this coming June.
Nice.
Thanks to the
Tu vas la jouer avec
increase
qui?
in GPU processing power of the Xbox Series X and S, players can experience enhanced visuals and a more
Let's
stable
go.
frame rate while playing Zenless Zone Zero. With the quick resume function on the Xbox, players can seamlessly toggle back and forth between other games without having to suffer through the loading screen every time. In terms of visuals, Zenless Zone Zero has also been optimized, featuring hardware accelerated ray tracing and HDR to deliver higher fidelity
Oh là 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 là.
and more vibrant visuals.
Single
For
sur single.
instance,
Ah
With
oui.
ray tracing rendering of indirect lighting, the visual performance of glossy or metallic surfaces
C'est plus
was
lumineux, ouais. C'est beaucoup plus
significantly
lumineux, ouais.
boosted on
Plus
the
réel.
Xbox version. This also resolves the issue of off-screen reflection, such as mirrored surfaces.
Il montre un peu tous les
water
personnages comme ça.
the puddles of water on the floor,
C'est top.
or even metallic and shiny surfaces.
C'est vrai que j'ai jamais
That
regardé le sol,
traditionally
mais il y a des taches d'eau
rasterized
dessus, c'est vrai.
Zenless Zone Zero
On regardera le
supports
sol et les
both
nuages
4K
la prochaine fois.
resolution and a 60 FPS frame rate. For a smooth gaming experience, a stable frame rate will definitely allow fans
Voilà, on a
of
tellement de
challenging
dingues
action games
Infinity.
to play to
Dimanche,
their
on
full
a la
potential.
vidéo de la
Other than the
2.0, quoi.
marked improvements to Zenless
C'est le
Zone
week-end de la
Zero's
danse chez
graphics and
Zenless.
performance, we would also like to highlight the game's compatibility
Et demain-
with Xbox's precision controllers.
Et demain,
Thanks
je
to
mange une
the stellar
crêpe. Voilà.
vibration capabilities of the Xbox controller. Players
Stylé.
can now experience the immersive sensations of landing hits during combat. Moreover, we have configured different vibration settings for different combat actions or situations. For example, the vibration feedback for a basic attack differs from that of a special attack. Even pulling an S-rank agent feels different. With improved functional
Ah là
and
là.
graphics performance, a customized controller experience, and all new content that will launch in version 2.0. We believe that players
En vrai, je
can
pense pas,
elevate
Alexis.
their Zenless Zone Zero experience
Je trouve pas.
when fighting alongside their favorite agents. Zenless Zone Zero on the Xbox also supports data sharing between platforms with unrestricted server selection. This means that players do not need to worry about server or regional restrictions and can freely select the server they want to play on. Veteran players can also
Yo, les
link their
cadeaux.
accounts from other platforms, ensuring a convenient and seamless
Tu veux, je regarderai de
transition
plus
to the
près,
Xbox. Zenless Zone Zero also
Ah, après
supports
le live
Xbox
Xbox, si tu veux.
allowing Game Pass Ultimate players to seamlessly enjoy the game with just an internet connection. With Xbox Cloud Gaming, players can experience the game in 1080p and 60 FPS on their mobile devices. With realistic lighting effects and haptic controller feedback, players can conveniently
Voilà.
enjoy the audio-visual feast
Je vois sur
that is
téléphone,
Zenless Zone
je-
Zero.
A companion hollow has suddenly appeared on 14th Street. The Hollow Investigative Association has dispatched
Ils veulent pas nous lâcher une petite miette de pain de la 2.0?
stay away from the 14th Street area.
Ah, ils montrent les personnages. Ils montrent tous les personnages dispo. Hein. Je vais me faire strike. C'est... Au secours. À l'aide. Je parle exprès, je suis désolée. À l'aide. À l'aide, au secours. Sinon, vous allez bien? Ça va? Ça va? Ça, c'est Ninive. C'était Ninive. La musique est cool, mais on est sur Twitch. On est sur Twitch. Du coup, voilà. Mais vous êtes cool, hein. Ah, c'est bon? Ok, merci. Vous êtes adorables, hein. Non, toujours pas. La 2.0, la 2.0, la 2.0. La 2.0. C'est fini.
Now we are about to embark on this brand new chapter as Zenless Zone Zero
Oh,
version
merde.
2.0. Officially launches on Xbox platform this June. At the same time, we also created
Oh,
many
mince.
exciting rewards and content
C'était-
for
c'était-
our players in version 2.0.
2.0, oui, dis-moi.
You can add it to your wishlist right now. Over the past year, we have been actively monitoring our community
C'est quoi ça?
feedback, whether it's sport or suggestion. We deeply value our players'
Oh là 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 là, mais
input.
je
At the
tiens
same
plus,
time,
moi dimanche je vais être
we want
comme
to
ça
stay true to
pour
the
voir le
core
trailer
of
des
Zenless
factions de la
Zone Zero
2.0.
that makes the game unique, while making meaningful enhancements that reflect players' feedback with every update. So
Infinity,
we'd like
c'est
to
terrible.
extend a warm invitation to new friends who have
Je sais pas à quelle heure ils pensent sortir le trailer.
Zenless Zone Zero and
Mais dimanche
enjoy
après,
the
on regarde le
style
trailer, hein, je vous dis. Hein.
music and combat gameplay that makes the game so unique
Il y a la quête
and
de
appealing.
gâchette à faire et ensuite on
Zenless
regardera le
Zone
trailer,
Zero
hein,
is a
direct.
game that strives for constant improvement. And we will
Et après, en
continue
fonction
to
du temps, on
innovate
ira un
and
peu tâter sur
optimize
HSR, je pense,
each
parce
new
que...
update. We are truly grateful for all of your love and support.
I love you too.
Invite all Xbox friends to
Zenless in my
try
heart.
Zenless Zone Zero and also welcome back our returning players.
Merci
We
de
are
changer la
excited
carte
to
aussi.
share more surprises in the future.
Oh, des surprises,
So,
oui.
Stay tuned.
C'est tout? Ils sont où les cadeaux? Ils sont où les cadeaux? Quoi? Ils sont où les cadeaux? Je veux des cadeaux. C'est tout. C'est tout. J'ai pas de cadeau du coup. Ah, c'est terrible. Pas de cadeau. Y a pas de cadeau. Il est où le bangbou Xbox? Je le veux. Ça va ma puce? Tu dis bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour la commu. J'ai pas de cadeau. J'ai plus de cadeau. Bon bah, du coup c'est tout pour la VOD du jour. Du coup pour le live Xbox Zenless Zone Zero, on n'a pas forcément appris trop de choses pour celles et ceux qui jouent déjà au jeu, mais ça va être insane pour celles et ceux qui vont démarrer Zenless sur Xbox. Donc n'hésitez surtout pas à regarder mes guides et à venir poser des questions en stream. La commu et moi-même, on sera ravis de vous répondre. Merci beaucoup YouTube d'avoir regardé avec nous ce live Xbox Zenless. Ciao ciao, à très vite pour une prochaine vidéo.